There are 3 ways to add CSS to your web pages. One of the ways is called the external CSS. So we talked about external CSS in the previous lesson. That is, you will write in the link related style sheet, then you have the link linking to style.css, which is an external file, another file somewhere. So the second way of adding CSS to your web pages is called the internal style. The internal styles is where you add the style tag within the head section, like H1 to be color of red. So this is the second style. Now the third style is what is called the inline styling. So the inline styling allows you to add style to the specific tags you want to have styled. For example, we have H3, and then you can type in your style to be equal to then whatever style you want to have, like say color to be equal to red. So this is the third style for adding CSS. But as I've mentioned in the previous lesson, that it is best to always use the external styling because it's easy for you to manage your page. Then there is also a separation of concerns. In case someone needs to just modify the color of a particular tag, he doesn't need to come to the HTML page. He knows that all he needs to do is just check the tag within the HTML H3, then come to the CSS file to modify the styling. So this is the standard way and the best way to work with your HTML and CSS pages. Okay, so we're looking to look at additional things we could do in CSS to beautify our pages. If we go back to W3 School, which is our reference point, we have the CSS comments. So we also can add comments to our CSS page, just like we could add comments to our HTML page. So if you remember that in HTML, the normal way we write comment is by having a less than sign, then apostrophe, then dash dash, then close by dash dash, then the greater than sign. So within these two, we can write our comments. Then, but in CSS, the way we write comment is slightly different. This is we type in the / followed by the star, then we close whatever we want to have within the comment with the star and then the /. So this means that as we have written the style for H3, this particular one that we have commented out would not reflect on H3. So let's take a look at our page and see how that looks like. So I have my index file loaded. So we have the font size to be big. Now I have commented out the font size and I'm going to save this page. If I reload the page, now you can see that it's no more working. It's because it's there, but we have only commented out that particular font size. So we can also look at how this is appearing in the view source. So you can see that we have our HTML page. If I click on this style.css, you can see that it's there, but it has been